My family is going through one of those phases where they're just not eating as many bananas as they usually do. So they've been getting super ripe on the counter, and I decided it was time to go ahead and make a triple batch of some banana bread. This recipe starts out with some softened butter. I put a hot bowl over that butter to try to get it soft since I forgot to set it out ahead of time. And we're just going to get that going in our mixer, and we're going to mix up our butter and sugar while we are mashing up our bananas. This recipe holds a lot of sentimental value for me. I've been making it for several decades now, and my mom used to make it when I was growing up. She actually used to sell this along with cookies and sourdough bread and things like that to help just supply some extra funds to buy us clothes and extra things that we needed. And so I just love this recipe. I just think that it is just so delicious. It's such a good comfort food, and like I said, it just holds a lot of really good memories for me. So when you're making this banana bread, you want to make sure that you have some nice ripe bananas. You wouldn't want like a green banana or anything like that. You want them to where they're already starting to get mushy, so they're easy to mash up like this. And we're just going to peel our bananas, and then we're just going to mash them up like this as best we can. And we're going to get them ready to put in that banana bread. Sometimes people like to stick their bananas in the freezer until they have enough to make some banana bread, and that works also. Then you can just pull them out and they thaw really quick. So our butter and sugar is nice and creamed here, and we're going to start adding our bananas. So I realized as I was mixing in my bananas that this bowl was going to be a little bit too small. I usually do a double batch and it fits fine, but it wasn't going to be big enough for a triple batch. So we're just going to transfer that mixture over to a bigger bowl, and we're going to add our flour to it and get it all mixed up. So I have used various kinds of flour in this banana bread. I've used a gluten-free all-purpose mix. I have used whole grain flour. Today I'm using einkorn flour, all-purpose einkorn. You can just use all-purpose regular flour. You would not want to use self-rising flour in this recipe, but I have even ground up oat flour and use it. Now it won't rise very well when you do that, but it tastes really good. And then I also have a chocolate version of this recipe. So in the description below this video, I will have a link to my breakfast recipes ebook, which is going to have the recipe for this banana bread in it, as well as the chocolate variation, and also several other of our favorite breakfast recipes and snack recipes that we use on a regular basis. You want to make sure that you get your loaf pans really nice and greased up. I'm just using some butter to grease these up before we put our banana bread mixture in there so that it will come out nicely. So we're just gonna get all that batter evenly spread in our pans, and we're gonna pop this in the oven and get it cooking while we clean up our dishes and our counters. And banana bread is one of those things that it actually gets so much better in the next day or two after you cook it. It's really good warm too, but if you just let that cool without cutting it and let it sit for a day or two, it tastes so much better. It's really delicious. It also freezes really well, so you could let this cool completely, stick it in a Ziploc bag and put it in the freezer, and it'll freeze in there for several months, and then you can just pull it out when you need it. I also like to sometimes make this into muffins because it cooks a little bit quicker, and I can make that for breakfast and have it ready. And if you wanted to do something like a mini muffin, that would be fun as well. I think the muffins tend to cook for about 20 minutes. I'm not sure about the mini muffins, but the mini muffins are really fun for like a brunch or something like that. And you can add nuts to this recipe. I usually don't. We have a nut allergy here, and it just wasn't something my mom added very much. It was just, we just did banana bread usually. So it's really good without it, but you can add some type of pecans or walnuts or something like that if you would like to. An added benefit of this banana bread is it makes the house smell amazing. So if you have someone coming over or have someone coming home from school or work and you just want the house to smell really good, you can have some of this coming out of the oven. And we're just going to test it here to see if that toothpick comes out clean, and it does. And so our banana bread is all ready. Isn't that beautiful? So we're going to go ahead and get a little taste of this while it is warm, and it is just so delicious. One of the most comforting foods that I know of. But like I said, if you can have the patience to wait and just let that sit and completely cool and maybe wait and eat it the next day, it's really good then too. So I'm going to freeze some of this, and some of it I will have out for my family to eat. And if you would like this recipe, just check out my breakfast recipes ebook in the link below. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great day.